kept deep inside are now screaming at the top of their lungs, trying to voice our now infinite vow. I've wandered all my life, relying on a whim, and that has led me astray. Light has become my foe, defying everything while my future fades away. Tonight the moon invites me to the night sky, but my lips hesitate to voice a reply. But even so, I'm screaming from the depths of my heart. The feelings I kept deep inside are now screaming at the top of their lungs, trying to voice our now infinite vow. The strength has brought me this far, but if I only had more, my aim would be an endless blue sky gone by, no limitations at all. And when tomorrow reaches out once again, I'll hear its beckoning call. I'll listen to my heart whenever I'm in doubt, since it's never skipped a beat. While searching for our dreams, I'll never miss a step, because you're guiding my feet. Tonight the light that's shining in the night sky fills me with pain, because I know I can't fly. But even so, I'm still yearning from the depths of my heart. The world that was so dark around me has been transformed by pure blinding light, always and forever shining on me. You need a dreamer's heart in order to find the sky that's waiting for you. And when the doubt inside is fading away, the sky will open for you. Inside my heart in memory you linger. I'll never let this chance slip through my fingers. You give me strength, so if I feel I can't break through, I'll think of you. If somehow light becomes your foe when you're once again immersed in the dark, know that the love in your heart knows the way. The feelings I kept deep inside will call destiny to open the skies. And as the heavens call out, I know I'll find the path that leads me. The feelings I kept deep inside are
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet again another episode of the Sword Art Podcast. I'm your host, Shark, and today, Hikoru is away from the computer right now with something. Family doing something for a second, and he'll be back joining us here shortly. The special guest with us today is Mina. Welcome to the show, Mina.
Hey guys, thank you for having me, Shark.
It's a pleasure. So, I know that some of the stuff you mentioned was to take 3.0 questions in your registration. Is that correct?
Um, Questions about 3.0, and I'm also going to be discussing a poll that I made a couple days. I think it was on Monday of this week.
What kind of poll was that?
It was a poll about sword arts. Peg and Oscar and I worked really hard on it, and so did Bar.
That's good. So, if you guys have any questions regarding any of that or anything you want to know more, get those questions ready, and we will definitely touch base on those. So, how are you doing this morning, Mina? Life treating you
I'm
well?
doing great.
That's great. So, is there anything that you've been pretty much working on to that would be of interest to the community or anything in general?
We've been working on the rebalancing sword art and the leveling system over in systems.
Okay. Go ahead and touch on that. Is there anything that everyone would be interested in, or just going to give them a rundown of what's actually in that for those who have not yet ventured their way over there?
Yeah. Okay. So let me pull it up real quick. Okay. So what is what we're planning on doing for the leveling system is we're completely editing it. We're switching back over to XP for the levels, and we're currently working on the different tables that we need for it.
Okay. So let's see here, what kind of tables are there?
It's in the committee one, I believe.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So, um, for those of you who have any questions about that currently, go ahead and shoot those out, and we'll try to touch on them. Is there anything that? So, where are you? What are your thoughts on this whole system?
Personally, I love it. Like, I cannot wait for us to be able to release it.
Okay. What kind of bigger
And
impacts might it make?
it'll definitely edit the way people level up because it won't be tied to SP anymore. That'll just be a bonus whenever you level up.
Okay. Nifty.
And yes, it will be easy for you to adjust, Kogo. It'll be, I think we're going to try and adjust it to a by post basis.
Okay. That's
So we're actually
interesting.
pulling from a suggestion that Xandra made a while back.
Credit to Z. Nice. Alright, cool. So that sounds like there's definitely a lot of options that this could potentially take, and how it could affect different people might vary based on how they utilize the system.
Definitely.
So being in the content developer world here, is there anything that we've got in the works for like quests or events or stuff like that, or what's currently going on?
Ooh, Ruby is currently working on something very interesting that you guys are going to love. I don't want to say anything directly, though I will say that it might be a continuation of a certain quest line that's been very popular that he made.
Which quest line was that?
I'm not a shark. I can't spoil it. I don't want to get yelled at.
uh, Needless to say,
You trying
it's
to
gonna be a lot of fun. You guys are gonna thoroughly enjoy it.
definitely. And then Hikoru also created one that we might talk about when he gets back.
Okay. So yeah, we'll see. I know he was gonna be short term, so well hopefully he'll be back because some real life stuff was kicking in there for a second. But no, there's definitely a lot that our content developers are working hard to get out for you guys, and I'm pretty sure you take very high interest in what they're working on. So Mina, is there anything like events wise that's coming out or
Um,
such on that subject?
not yet, but I know that we're probably going to do another Christmas event this year, but this time we need to start working on it earlier. I'm looking at you, Haz and Lenny.
Shots fired.
Reasonably so. Y'all got it out late.
Yeah, it was there was a lot that was going on. Anyway, oh, Z's wondering about the
Oh,
request that you...
it was about like the word count that you had suggested. So like you put a certain amount of word count that adds XP, and then the further you go up from that, the more XP you get after the threads close. So it goes by a by post basis, and it gets totaled up at the end of the thread.
So there's gonna be some either honor system or people are just gonna have to label their number of words in at the end of their post or something to try and make it easier for staff. Because I know that's gonna be tough, kind of moderating that just to have everyone count everything and make sure we're all abiding by the rules. So now that's there it goes. Welcome
God,
back,
jeez.
Hickey. Our wonderful co-host has appeared out of nowhere.
Was sorry, I was like, I'm a little bit late. I'm gonna be loud.
But no, so far the only thing we've touched on was just pretty much a brief overview of Mina's poll.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll mute myself then. Give me like 10 more minutes.
Hey, come back here, you little.
Get back here.
Hick, what are your thoughts? I'm pretty. I don't know if you've gone through that poll or not. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the current proposals?
I'm a little bit indifferent, honestly. I personally trust what's on it, and I trust the community with how they feel about it. Myself, I could go either way with whatever we choose. Whether it means more work or more whatever, it doesn't matter to me. It was, I feel like you guys have this under control. I'm not really worried about it. I'm more worried about what I'm working on right now in the background with staff and trying to get my stuff situated.
Nice.
But yeah, that's some stuff that Yeah. Anyways.
Gotcha. So we briefly went over some quests and events. How Mina mentioned that, some people need to work a little bit earlier to get this Christmas event out on time instead of waiting to release it until after the new year. So that was fun. So Hick, picking up where we left off, is there anything for the floors coming up?
Other than floor 25, I can't really talk about anything else.
Gotcha.
Kind of where I'm limited. I have to just kind of stick to floor 25. There's not a lot else to talk about because not a lot else has been planned. Floor 25 really has a lot of our attention.
Gotcha. And what current floor are we on? Are we on 25 or are we just getting on 25?
We're on 25 still.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone's gotten close to the labyrinth boss yet.
Yeah, I haven't gone through the posts enough to look at that. But what fun stuff is there on floor 25 for people to do?
Right now we don't have any quests for floor 25. There is some stuff in the background that I can't really hint at because, staff stuff and it's not 100% been approved. However, Okay, real quick. I'm seeing everyone in the podcast to turn me down and turn Mina up. I don't know if you can do that.
Turn you down. I can't turn Mina up because she's all the way up.
She's all the way up. Turn
But
me down, though.
I just turned you down a bit.
All right, perfect. Anyways,
Am I that quiet?
yes, you are. You are small.
Indeed.
You need to swallow the mic.
All right. So go continue.
Anyways, all I can say is the thing that's coming out soon, technically, from what we've talked about and we've been working on in the background, is basically, I have had these quests in waiting for almost 2 years. Each of them I am proud of. There are 2 specifically that I'm the proudest of. And they're coming out soon, and I can't be happier.
Nice.
These quests I made in the hopes of, you know, giving players something else to do that was interesting. And it was, look, it don't, Z, don't. They took it out of context. All right, anyways. I lost my train of thought after reading that. They're coming out soon. They're coming out soon. I'm excited. I've been working hard on those. I'm working on floor 25 pretty hard. So, yeah.
Nice. So it definitely sounds like there's a lot of progress being made, and everyone's gonna be in a world for some fun.
Definitely.
So I don't remember if we talked on the boss fight, the last boss fight on the last episode. But you want to give a rundown on how that went?
It was way too heckin' long.
I can imagine.
Way too
that
heckin'.
boss fight was painful to read.
All I can agree with is that we, as staff, we all learned.
Yeah, sounds about right.
You know, yeah, we learned, and we realized, all right, we messed up here. Where can we go from this? And that's where we're at right now.
Gotcha.
And Floor, shut up. I don't want to talk about Star-Crossed Lovers. I'm still hurt about that. I'm so mad at myself. Anyways, Star-Crossed Lovers. I made a boo-boo, and I will own up to it. Yep, I agree with the C. Back to the levy real quick. That freeze effect, way too OP. I felt bad for Calrex. We learned our lesson. I promise. We're not going to try to do something like that again, as far as I can tell. Anyways, back to Star-Crossed Lovers. That's taking too long, and it's because I made a boo-boo. Because my real life became a mess, because college is a mess. And I had to step away from it, and then other people had to step away from it, and now we're at a standstill. And I just feel very bad that people have been waiting and waiting and waiting, and nothing has happened. Oh my god, Morg shared that photo again.
Yeah, it happens.
I will be trying to get to that as soon as I can. I promise to everyone that's been waiting, and again, I'm sorry. I do feel bad. I really do. I really, really do. Promise that's on my to-do list, along with multiple other things. Floor 25, though, I'm trying to be flexible myself because I know how I can be when it comes to bosses, and I can be a little bit stubborn, and stubborn I am. I think it's just who I am, and I'm just trying to learn to not be as stubborn. So I'm trying to be more open with how to change the floor 25 boss to make it difficult, but not give it a Gigantamax health bar. Because that's really a fact of where we have been struggling, is we think, oh, at these higher levels they need higher health bars. That can be true. That can be true. A higher health bar is okay, but there needs to be a point where the health bar is not everything to a boss. It also needs to have good effects, needs to have good balance to it, good effects, good attacks, things that'll make it a challenge without having to give it a health bar that's 300,000 health. You know.
Gotcha, makes sense.
And that's what I'm trying to do, and that's what I'm trying to get help with, and I'm trying to break that myself, because that's what I initially think when I think of boss fights, because that's what I'm used to, is large health bars. But I never come into the thought of what its attacks are, how I can, fight again,
Yeah.
Nothing has changed other than possibly the health bar, and there are probably going to be more effects, so be very, very scared. I am excited.
Be very scared.
Be very scared. Because remember, everybody, this is floor 25. Anyone remember what happens on every 25th floor?
We only get a quarter of the way there.
No, the boss is getting increasingly harder.
So you heard it here first. Be very careful and make sure you're stocking up on potions.
Yeah, and
And
also
that's
to those that are
the
fighting the labyrinth boss soon, because I think there's a group getting ready for that. I don't know where we're at on that. I need to go through and check.
Eh.
But
We have some fun here, guys. We have some fun.
Run. Anyways, that's my bit done. I've had my laugh.
Xandra, sometimes we like to be first, okay? And then you can't say I didn't warn you. You can't say any of us
That's good.
didn't warn you.
Facts.
We do try our best.
But sometimes y'all are just too freaking stubborn.
Yep. So, anything you want to tease for upcoming boss or something? Or just the fact that, hey, be careful and be prepared.
Yep, that's the synopsis of what I was about to say. Just like, yeah, just be ready, be prepared, be ready to die.
There you go. So,
And
oh, go ahead,
yeah,
Hick.
yeah. No, I was just gonna add on to that, but there's nothing else. I was just gonna ramble.
Gotcha.
Per usual.
So, being in the sense that Mina's topic was to field some kind of 3.0 questions to the event that what we can. Is there any questions that you guys have for her or for the rest of 3.0 staff, or stuff that we can try to ease your minds on as this entire system gets updated to what we try to make better for you guys?
And as a side note, please don't spew the meme. I know you guys like the 3.0 meme, but please stop spewing it whenever you're asking the questions.
Alright, so while we wait for those to come in, let's see here. Is there anything that either of you guys want to talk about when just in terms of either upcoming systems or stuff that we on staff are trying to improve? I know that we've recently gone through a couple of reconstructions, but after the notice leave of Hestia and Neo, we've kind of reevaluated where we're at, and we're trying to take strides to improve the community as a whole. What idea was that?
Hot system.
I'm totally not looking at other chats right now. So yeah, again, we're ready to take any questions you guys might have towards us, or just stuff that you want to know. So go ahead and send those in. In the meantime, anything Hick or Mina you guys want to talk about?
I'm holding my tongue because I have things that I want to say, but things that I should not say at the same time.
Okay. What about any threads that or people's topics that you guys have taken interest in over the past month?
Personally, I've been keeping up with ooh, I almost dropped my mouse. I've been keeping up with the thread that Bar and Mork are doing right now. That's definitely caught my interest.
Oh, go ahead and talk about that. What are they doing?
Basically, they were at the River of Stinks. I don't remember what floor that's on. I think it's floor 10. and they're just getting to know each other in a way, but it very much was like Morg is like dealing with stuff, and it's actually kind of, I don't know, mostly because it kind of piqued my interest because my name was spoken. And warning for everybody, if you say my name in a thread, I probably know, because I'm good at that. But I was actually just reading, and it kind of came up, and I was like, oh, yo, this is actually really dope. So I am low-key following it, and I've been keeping up with it, and it's been good. Yes, I know he does more. He always talks about it. It's kind of it's kind of weird. As Mina said, I'm an info broker. That's what I do. If you're talking about me, I'm a no. It's my character. But no, they're talking to each other, and there's a little bit of tension there, just enough to be like, that a fight could break out, but they're both calm enough not to. But it's like right on that verge. So depending on what happens in character, there could be a fight, and I kind of like that. Just enough tension to keep you interested enough to see what happens.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So in terms of the same thing about staying interested and just seeing what can happen, as has mentioned before, the plot team has been working hard on certain aspects of what adventures, and so one of those was just a giant setup to where, hey, here's this fun thread that could happen. Here's what's gonna happen if you make XYZ decision. But some of those, it can be completely ran like a D&D, so you honestly don't know what's gonna happen. How does that sound for you guys? Sounds like a lot of fun to me.
Yeah,
Definitely.
honestly.
So there's some of that. So credits to the plot team working hard. And currently it's a two-man teams of Haz and Lemon. So if you guys are interested in joining along in their fun with making this kind of fun adventures, definitely apply for the staff and to the plot team, and we'll get you working. Let's see here. So no one has any questions about 3.0? Wow. After all the memes you guys make, you guys seem like a giant... Never mind, I'm gonna hold my tongue there.
Yeah, learn to hold your tongue.
Don't need me talking bad about the community for people that are giving crap.
Hey guys, did we cover the Halloween event yet?
No, go ahead and talk about that.
We completely spaced on that. Okay then.
That's all you.
So
I haven't been around enough.
alright. So as you guys probably already know, Lenny has sent out a massive Halloween event where there's events, there's things you can win, which everybody who participates in the event will get a free unique item, apparently, for joining, so long as they pay the 500 coal entry fee.
Nice.
That's pretty good, honestly.
And you can buy... What? Oh. Essentially, it's a zombie killing event on top of a trio of bosses for the different tiers. We have the Scarecrow for the tier 1s, the Countess for the tier 2s, and the Pumpkin for tier 3 players.
Sir Roland, yep.
Yep. And I'm personally looking forward to seeing Calrex have his revenge against the Pumpkin.
I really, really, really wanted to join.
Well,
I really wanted to join. Well, A, I just lost power for 2 days, so I missed the signups. B, I had campus days this weekend, so I was nowhere near my laptop.
True.
And C, I've been really busy. On top of that.
Being busy sucks.
Just absolutely sucks. I haven't had any fun because the pumpkin, imagine Hick showed up with his familiar, which is a mini pumpkin, going against the pumpkin.
Oh yeah.
That would have been so cool.
Pumpkinception.
I talked to Lemmy and I was like, would anything happen like interesting? He goes, you'll have to join and find out. And I tried, and then I just got really, really busy. I was upset. I miss signups, and I wish I could still sign up, but I can't. So we just go with where the cards go.
Gotta play the hand you're dealt.
Yes, see. Yeah. You gotta know when to hold up. Going against the pumpkin.
There you go. Clip that and put that in the 2-hour loop. Have fun.
There you go.
Let's see here. So again, we're still waiting for anyone with questions, or if you want to join in on the podcast and ask us questions or something live, go ahead and join the call-in section. Other than that, is there anything else that we want to touch on at all? Whether it's community related or staff related, let your minds flow.
Personally, Mina, do you have anything to say? I'll wait for Mina.
I'll wait for you to say it and what you wanted to say because I kind of wanted to go back and touch on the poll, and that's gonna take a minute or two.
Ah, the poll. Okay. Personally, within the community, I've noticed that there's been a good growth. Like, I know there's a couple of you listening in, such as I'm just looking through the podcast chat. There's Koga. I've seen a lot of. I've heard a lot of a person named in all caps Knight. And
Yeah.
That's how I say it.
And Noctua.
Noctua there.
Like
hey,
the fan.
Yeah, no, I saw that. It's pretty dope. So thank you guys for joining the community. Like, in case no one has told you, I love seeing growth. I've been a little bit of backstory on me. I've been on this site since 2015, back when I was 15, 16 years old, and now here we are.
Yeah, you joined after I did.
Yeah, almost 5 years later, and like now I'm 21. God, I'm 21. And I'm just still seeing growth in the community and seeing a completely new staff team and completely different things. It's been really, really good, and I love seeing new people. And if there are any friends that you know that are interested or anything, like don't feel afraid to call out, because the only way that I got in the site was a friend recommended me this site. And here I am, still 5 years later. They're gone because of things that happened in the past, a lot of drama, because high school is just drama, period.
Yeah.
Shark, if I said the name of the guy, you would know immediately who I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm sure. That can wait till after the podcast.
Yeah. But seriously, thank you so much for joining the community. I've loved that you guys have been so interested, so involved. And seeing the Ask a staff just blown up with asking good questions that you guys have, it's really been heartening for me. It's been like, my work here, even though it's all voluntary, even though it's just a thing that I could easily quit, I know that my work is worth it. To see new people come in that are so interested and so excited for something like this, it really makes my day.
Yeah, go ahead. And in tandem to that, I do want to say a giant thanks to our community for being welcoming and helpful to newer people that come in. That really says a lot about what kind of a community we are, and that we're a very family-friendly kind of community most of the time. Hika is a different story.
Okay, listen, I like my Cards Against Humanity, okay? I made that deck for a reason.
Oh, that's a great deck. I remember when we started working on that.
Oh my word, dude, I'm still proud of that. And yeah, I get there's old memes in there, but those memes are still good.
Right.
Heck, speaking of, you need to put that somewhere where we can easily access it, because we were trying to do a Cards Against Humanity night the other day, and we couldn't do it because we couldn't find the card cabinet.
And I wasn't invited.
You weren't even online, Hick.
I always have my phone.
Times. Hick, we pinged you like 6 times and you didn't show up.
Okay, question, what time was it?
It was like 3 weeks ago, my dude.
Yeah, but what time was it?
Around 7 at night.
That's why. Okay, yeah, no, then I wasn't around. I get really busy at nights.
Anyways, we'll work on getting that somewhere.
Yeah, no, we'll get that. We could probably put that in like.
We'll put it in the gaming channel and pin it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So
I'll look it up.
Stay
I'll
tuned
look it up a little bit later.
stay tuned for that, and we'll get that added. So, Mina, I know you wanted to talk about the poll.
Yeah,
Go for it.
there was a lot of. We had 13 people vote on the poll, from what I've noticed. So, we had surprisingly nobody went for proposal A. We had about 8 people go for proposal B, which was Calrex, Yukiro, Rythos, Balder, Oscar, Macrodon, Azado, and Alba Aster. And then for the compromise, we had both Blaze and Knight. And for the one who came up with their own, it was Koga. Alright. So essentially what this entire poll slash debate thread was about the different sword art proposals that we've made. So there's proposal A, which is a flat cooldown for everything related to sword arts. So two-handed weapons would get a one-handed would get a 2-turn cooldown, whereas two-handed weapons would get a 3-turn cooldown. It's fairly straightforward to learn, and it leaves a lot less for people to look forward and keep track of. But then we run into the two-hand users having to go a turn without using a sword art, and just it feels like there's no progression. Proposal B, however, is that we see lighter cooldowns and essentially more variation with the sword arts. Basically, the cooldowns would vary between 1, 2, and 3 throughout the different ranks and the such. The compromise is having the standard cooldown convention as suggested in the first proposal, while each rank gets a sword art with the reduced cooldown to ensure that there can be a steady flow of sword arts. So that's basically the gist of the main post for it.
Okay. Definitely sounds like it's going to be interesting for no matter which way we go.
Yeah, that's kind of why I said I was indifferent. Like, this could go away, because I like both of them.
Right. So yeah, if you guys have any questions on that, even go ahead and shoot those over to us or in the chat or join in the call-in. We can have a nice little talk about it. If there's anything that you think was not talked about that should have been, let us know there. And if you have any ideas or thoughts on any other system stuff or whatnot, go ahead and let us know that too. We're always eager to get your feedback on the current system. So let's see here. We're still trying to make development strides on the Minecraft server, albeit slow, but busy lives happens. We do want to try to pick that back up again. So if you're interested in that, we'll get Morgan here shortly. But if you're interested in that, then go ahead and shoot me a message, and we'll get that all under wraps.
I low-key I went onto the server and I went to that side because Z was working and was showing me some of the stuff that he was working on. I was like, oh, this is cool. And I went back to the main town and I looked. And I was just like, I should work on this. And then I immediately logged out.
Nice. Well, no, that main town, I like how it looks off so far. So it'll be interesting.
I just haven't touched it in so long, and it's like.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and bring Morgan. Morg, welcome to the show.
Hola.
Wow, he wants to be brought in and doesn't talk.
Oh, it looks like his mic's working, but I'm not hearing anything.
Neither am I.
Ooh.
There he
there he
is.
Hey!
We can hear something now.
Bingo.
Yep.
Welcome to the show, Morg.
How's it going, guys?
Pretty
Welcome
good.
to hell.
So what do you have in tune for us today?
I don't know, just kind of joined.
Well, is there anything you want to say in terms of floor development, Mr. GM?
Well, we have a Hick working really hard in floor 25. I'm kind of excited for the next floor, though.
Remind me.
Continue.
But I'm kind of excited for when the floor 25 is finished, because floor 26 is coming out after that.
Who's currently working on that?
I've been working on me.
Nice.
I've been working on it since I was a player support team member.
It's been that long.
That's been a while.
We were on like floor 19, and I was just like, "Hey, can I have a floor?" Like, sure, we'll give you floor 26.
Because that was the only slot that was open right then.
I believe so.
Like we have,
Yeah.
I think we have stuff planned up to like floor 31 right now.
Yes, we do.
Might have to go back and like edit some of those for things that are coming up.
Or it's at least in the pipeline, right? Alright, well, is there anything specific about your floor that you want to tease a little bit?
Second, let me pull it up. That way I can do some looking at
You've
it.
been working on this for years and you can't even remember what it's. My word.
Xandra, you can have a floor. You can get all the floors in the Minecraft server.
It was funny.
Uh,
Well, I really haven't worked on floor 26 in a good while, because I've been working on revamping the floors that have already been released, but
You're welcome.
yes, thank you, Hickey, for setting it up for me.
I got you.
Oh yes, this floor. Basically, the entire world is settled around is like directly in the center. There is a big city, and on every side of this city is a different biome.
Interesting. So how many different biomes?
To the north, you're gonna find a well, it's 4 different biomes. But to the north, you're gonna find a icy mountain area, very treacherous. To the west is left, right? Yeah. West, you're gonna find a woodland. On to the east, you're gonna find a grassland, and you're gonna find a plain to the south, and the plain's got its own history. Well, everything's got about its own history. My idea for this entire floor was that everything was gonna have a plot. I even have well, I'm not sure if we've had this actually released before at all, but the floor itself in the town has a side quest.
Ooh.
In this side quest, you do like specific things. It's gonna take a little bit to do it, but if you do specific things, it opens up like it opens up a shop, and this shop is part of the floor itself. And it's kind of like a black market.
I'm listening.
But, yeah, I want 10 things that you have to do. I think it's 10, or maybe it's 9. It's 9. 9 things that you have to do, and slowly you're gonna find. One second, I have actual names here. After 6 side quests have been finished, you get you open up the shop. It's called the Huntsman, and this Huntsman is going to sell materials.
Interesting.
Then, as you unlock more side quests, after you get to 8, the materials are. One second. No, he's not selling materials. He's selling buffs. He's selling it like potions and stuff that you pay for in materials.
Okay.
And after the 9th side quest, you open up this thing that's called the Imperial Market. And, one more thing while I'm still thinking about it. As you get these side quests finished, I stole this idea from a game, but you get these things called chops. And these chops basically are status within the town. The more chops that you have, the higher status that you're treated. The NPCs will treat you differently.
That'll be
So
interesting.
when players originally come to the floor, they're going to be looked down by all the NPCs and treated as if they're from the slum area, because there's only the only settlements there is the main settlement and underneath the main settlement is basically slums.
Hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Interesting indeed.
After you get the ninth side quest completed, you're gonna have a bunch more things to buy from the Imperial Market. We've got what I see here is a potion. Well, none of these have been approved yet, so I'm not sure if they're going to stay the same, but right now I'm seeing a potion that gives immunity to status effects and increased mitigation for a certain amount of time. I see a thing that says add shield, and my idea with shield was basically it increases health. It's basic. Okay, if you remember the Mothra boss fight, it had like that dust shield. That's what it is.
Huh.
Where basically it's not mitigation, but it's just extra damage you have to get through before you actually hurt what you're hitting.
Alright, sounds like it's gonna be interesting.
Kind of excited for myself, but I have to finish all that. I'm still missing... I think I'm missing 3 side quests.
Alright, so definitely there's stuff to look forward to when floor 26 comes around, so stay tuned for that, and it's gonna be a wild ride.
It's also going to have its really own line. Hikoru liked it a while back. I have a really cool mechanic in the second part of the quest line.
Nice. Well, Morg, anything else you want to talk about before we go to our next caller?
Haz is here. Okay, I'll
Indeed.
leave.
Alright, Morg, thanks for coming on, and thanks for talking about floor
No
26.
problem. Y'all have a wonderful day.
You too. So now we have Haz that's due up to come in. Haz, welcome to the show.
Hi,
How's the internet today?
Hi. Well, speak for yourself.
Alright,
Yeah.
so what do you want to talk about?
Just to comment on back on Mark. I have something here sitting on the side of my desk. It's called. Shut up, Mark. I have something on the side sitting here, Mark, for you. If you need to ever need of something that's opinion matters on NPC, you can have it probably. But yeah, I have something like you said, like you mentioned before, like what I've been trying to get. I have one of these setups going on right now. It's nearly complete. Just need some approval of a few people. And I can actually spoil quite a bit of this thing. So a lot of you know that far back memories, there was a murder mystery plot. The killer could never caught, blah 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 blah. And I'm thinking about giving that murderer a bit more spotlight. And bringing him back to this beautiful world to ruin all of your lives.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Lit.
Well, we know which way
Lit.
Hickey's gonna go.
What? Oh, I will not let Hickey touch anything. My precious. My precious.
You wanna bet? Really?
I will boop you.
I'll delete the whole thread. Watch me.
Please, no.
So,
I'll wait till it's 100% done. It's waiting for approval, and then when you least expect it, it's gone.
then I will boop you. And yes,
Boot
Mark.
me.
Yeah.
Boot me. That's
Mark,
not a threat.
can I sell you anything? How about you sell me yourself instead? You get a cookie. Interesting.
I do
Yeah,
love this
that's
side
actually-
answer.
That's everything I have actually.
Hey, Z, bad word. No, we can't say that here. No, PG-13.
Oh, I forgot how hectic this is always. Jesus.
Alright,
Anywho.
for the third time, this image has shown up. And for the third time, I'll say it again. It is the background to my freaking computer. It's going to be the background to my Xbox. I'm in love with this photo. It's Morg 10 out of 10.
Morgan's
It makes me laugh.
10 work.
so much.
Well, it even makes me laugh, and that's hard. Cause I don't have a soul. Yeah.
Koga, there's many things wrong with this.
Yeah.
You love us, you know it.
You love us, you hate us.
Came back.
You love us,
Anywho,
you hate us. And yeah.
You guys,
But, yeah, that's all I
go
have.
ahead. Nice, thank you, Az, for that insight, and thanks for coming on the show.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
sure. I'm gonna do something very quickly. Mina, re.
That was so adorable.
There you go. That's my parting gift. That's my parting gift for you all.
There you go. Alright, well, thanks, Az.
So,
So,
Bye.
I don't think we've ever heard you read before, Shark.
it's okay. It's once in a blue moon,
Just Shark just goes re.
pretty much.
That's it. Just he doesn't like go up octaves or anything. He doesn't like distort. It's just re.
Re. So anyways, if no one has any other questions or wants to join the call in, then I think it's about time we wrap this podcast up. So anything last thing you guys want to make and comments and other stuff? I'll take that as a no. And I guess it's gonna be it for the podcast.
Yeah, just about.
So I'd like to thank you all of you. 4.0 goes live a week after 3.0. Beware. So I'd like to thank all you guys for joining us and listening to the podcast. I want to give a huge thanks to our special guest, Mina. Thank you for coming on and joining us today.
No, thank you guys for having me, actually.
And it's been a pleasure. And another thank you to my co-host Hick, who's put up with me for this entire season so far.
I don't know. I need a lot of Red Bull, honestly.
That's okay. Don't drink
think
too
I
much.
need
You
it
might
as
get
well.
additional wings.
I wouldn't complain.
So thank you all for joining in, and I don't know about what kind of updates more needed to be done, but hit me up after the podcast if the fallen sheet does not add up to what it should be. So again, I'll probably be on the Minecraft server doing some development later this afternoon. Podcast recording will go live sometime this afternoon as well, so look for a link in the Discord and on the site, I think. Other than that, have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day, and we'd like to thank you for joining us.
Gracias, mi amigos. Glad you all could join us for the fun and everything. You know, it's just how we do it. Telemundo, you know.
Have a great rest of your day, guys.